We have major breaking news in Major League Baseball tonight as Blake Snell, the last time we saw him was in Game 6 of the World Series, and he was having a dominant performance, but he got pulled in the 6th inning by manager Kevin Cash after only giving up his second hit of that game, which ultimately cost the Rays in Game 6, and it also cost them the World Series. And tonight, Blake Snell is being traded to the San Diego Padres. And I think this is huge for the Padres because remember last year at the trade deadline, the Padres, they made more moves than anybody else in the major leagues. And they're already making a move in the offseason by acquiring Rays ace pitcher Blake Snell. Now, to me, Blake Snell is a top 10 pitcher in the major leagues. I'd say he's no higher than maybe 7 because the top 5 pitchers in the major leagues are, to me, DeGrom, Bieber, Cole, Scherzer, Verlander. I'd say even Kershaw's up there. So Blake Snell probably around maybe toward that bottom top 10 a little bit. But the Padres, they're getting an excellent source in their pitching rotation. Now the question is that going to be good enough to compete with the Dodgers in the NL West? And just by this trade alone, it makes the NL West very exciting. So I think the NL West is the most stacked division that there is in Major League Baseball because you've got the Dodgers who are coming off the World Series championship. You've got the Giants who they haven't done much in recent years, but they do have their moments. They've had their moments throughout these last handful of years. You've got the Diamondbacks, you've got the Rockies, and you have the Padres. Now, the Padres, they were one of the surprises in Major League Baseball last year, and they have one of the rising stars in Major League Baseball in Fernando Tatis Jr. And we saw the bats come to life in San Diego. Even, in fact, they were nicknamed Slam Diego at some point this past season. So adding in Blake Snell, this is huge for the Padres. And I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I think that this isn't going to be enough necessarily to beat the Dodgers because remember, the Dodgers, they had a hard time getting to Blake Snell in Game 6. As much as a good pitcher that Blake Snell is, I just don't think it's enough to take down the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers, I think, are still the favorite to win the NL pennant in 2021 and the World Series as well. But I think at this point there is a 3-team race in the National League, and that is the Dodgers, the Braves, and the Padres. I think maybe the Reds could compete in that, depending on what happens with Bauer if they try to re-sign him. And it wouldn't surprise me if maybe we saw the Padres try to make a bold move and try to get Trevor Bauer. Because, we don't know what Trevor Bauer's doing yet. But the Padres, they do get a little bit better here, but unfortunately not enough to compete or beat the Dodgers with. I still think the Dodgers, if I were to make a bet today, I'd probably bet on the Dodgers winning the World Series in 2021. So comment your thoughts down below, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time.